Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy, NerdMode, and today is Wednesday, so we have yet again another episode of Would You Rather. This is a video series where I'll be going over approximately 5 questions and determining which one is less likely to be invasive. So with the rules and guidelines reviewed, let's start off the episode. Coming in at our first Would You Rather question, I have, would you rather bring people back from the edge of death, but each time it takes off a year off your life, or be able to grant wishes, but each time you forget a beautiful, meaningful memory from your past? Now, of course, I'm going to go with being able to grant wishes, considering that wishes are pretty awesome. I feel like if you had that ability, it would be pretty neat to be able to help people out or help yourself out when it comes down to the main gist of it, of course. But at the expense, you're going to be losing some memories. However, you're always going to be making new memories, so some of the oldest memories to exist in your mind will eventually fade depending on how much you abuse this power. But at the same expense, you're always going to be creating new memories, and those memories might be replacing old memories, and that's just kind of dependent on how much you abuse this power. But by and large, I feel like this would still be a pretty cool thing, especially when it comes down to the main gist of it. Coming in at our second question, I have, would you rather meet the Pope or be the Pope? Now, I'm going to go with meeting the Pope, considering that I feel like that would just be more of a privilege, and I don't really want to have all the stress and all the anguish that comes along with that position. I feel like it's definitely a really high position when it comes down to it. It's just not something that I feel like I'm interested in, or something that I feel like I would be able to add to the conversation when it came down to the things that people are asking for. Coming in at our third question, I have, would you rather be unable to experience sadness or be unable to experience anger? And of course, for me personally, I feel like I'm going to go with unable to experience anger, because sometimes I get caught up in the middle of a game. I really get going, and I feel like that not being able to get angry would probably make it a lot more of an enjoyable experience to play with me, as well as I feel like I would be able to keep my cool a lot more of the time, which in those cases, I'm definitely more than happy to go along with. Coming in at our fourth question, I have, would you rather be anorexic or obese? And of course, I'm going to go with anorexic. Now, don't let me fool you into thinking that there's a clear winner here, because one way you're going to become a skeleton, the other way you're going to become a puffy ball of skin. So depending on how you want to look at it, that's going to be more dependent on you. But for me, I feel like anorexic would just be a little bit easier. I feel like society would accept you a little bit more, which is still very shameful by it comes by itself, considering that we should look at both of them as a problem and hopefully try to fix those problems. But of course, I feel like anorexic is just a little bit better of an option for me personally. So that's the answer I'm going to go with. And finally, coming in at question 5, I have, would you rather have the ability to rewind to a previous time in your life, or have the ability to fast forward to the future time in your life? And of course, I feel like being able to go forward to the future would be much more interesting, because I don't want to dwell too far in the past, considering that there are great things in the past, but they're moments that really turn into a memory. They're moments that I want to remember them for those specific reasons and really try not to forget them. So in that case, that's something I'm more interested in, as well as I would like to see where I'm at in the next 20 years. I'd like to see if I own my own company, or if I'm doing anything I enjoy, or if I just absolutely hate life and feel like a bullet would be the best option. I feel like those would be something that I would be interested in, as well as hopefully preventing those circumstances as they come if they are a negative side effect. But anyway, guys, this has been this episode of Would You Rather. Of course, if you guys would like to answer the questions, I do have the questions written in the description of the video if you guys would like to reflect to them, of course, and I look forward to seeing your guys' responses as they come in. But anyway, guys, this has been NMO. I'm going to be signing out, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.